Stream. Right.
Good to go?
We'll see.
Good evening, everyone. Jess here. How's everybody doing tonight? Sorry, we thought we were live, but then I don't know what happened. So hopefully we're live now. What? We're trying new things and stuff. Yeah, my husband has been working really hard on my YouTube account and trying to get things kind of set up and a little bit more fancy, I guess you could say. Yeah. He's been working really hard today, well, this week, trying to figure things out for me. So I apologize about the first time. We are here, though. I do have a new commentator this evening. Mr. Caden is with Nana and Papa, so he is not here tonight, but I am blessed that my husband decided to step in, and he's here with us tonight. Yay! This is a family affair here, guys. But we are here. We are here. We are here. We are doing, or whatever, together, we're going to alter some tags tonight. This is what they originally looked like on the back, but I added some Craft Consortium light tones grunge paper. That's what the pink paper is here. So that's what we're doing tonight, and I am completely ready. I know what I'm doing. I know the layout. I know some lives I'm kind of like, let's play around with this, but tonight I'm pretty much completely ready. So we are good to go. I do have a couple questions for you guys as we go on, kind of to keep you involved and see what you guys think. If I should add or if I shouldn't add. So we'll go a little bit at a time. Let's see here.
I think some people are actually on the original. So I got to go into there.
Oh, okay. Some are on the original.
The one that wasn't streaming.
The one that wasn't streaming. Yeah, I find that when Tiffany does her 30-minute like premiere, when I click that link, it seems like I actually have to go out of that premiere and I have to go back into YouTube, like manually. I have to click on YouTube and then go to her channel, and then I can find the video. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure how that works, but we're working some things out. We're tweaking some things to, make it a little bit better for you guys and letting you know that we're coming on and all that good stuff. So sorry about the little mishaps here and there. I hope everybody does come join me over here for the tags tonight. I'm going to give everybody just a couple minutes before I start, explaining everything. What I am using a lot of different elements tonight from a lot of different places, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you join me. And if you like the video, if you like, if you like my lives, go ahead and push that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. When I do, just a little heads up and trying to get people to come in, once I've reached 300 subscribers on YouTube, I am doing a pretty fancy giveaway. It's a bunch of tools. Let me put it that way. It's a bunch of tools that will help somebody out there. So just FYI on that. I know I'm not too terribly far. I think last I looked, I was a little over 100 and some people away from that. But once I get a little bit closer, I'll make a video and show you guys what exactly I'm going to be giving away for the 300 subscribers.
We've got Ryan Crawford, Rosita Brown, TJ Dean. Happy Feet is in here. Raven and Pretty.
Oh, hey, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. I am blessed. I'm very blessed with you guys being here tonight. Thank you. I am making a little bit more of a girly, artsy thing tonight. As you can kind of see, I kind of have the products laid out for you guys, and everything is pretty much done. It's mostly just gluing everything down, and I do have a couple of little questions here and there. I want your input on to see if you think maybe I should add it or maybe I shouldn't. If it would be too much, we'll see. I've got all these ideas in my head, and then sometimes it's like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe that'd be too much. So yeah, when I just make sure to leave a comment for me to let me know if you like it or not. Just let me know. So I guess since we do have several people here, I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of things. So far in this tag, hopefully you can see it pretty well. Hopefully you can see I did use some unicorn paste from Finnabair, Prima marketing. So that's what's on there with this stencil. Let me show you the stencil. The stencil is from Fabscraps right here. It's called Jagged Arrow. So that's the name of the stencil that I used for the background on these guys. As you can see, you can kind of see the stencil. And I used the the Finnabair unicorn paste. So that's where all the sparkle and all the funness is coming from there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside and put my stencil back. And I did use some splatters. As you guys know, I love to splatter everything. So I did use splatters. I used the Art Alchemy Metallic, and this is called Dragonfly. Yeah, it's called Dragonfly. So that is the name of the paint I used. I'll open it up really quick to kind of show you just how shimmery and awesome this paint is. I love it. I love it. I hope you can catch some of that shimmer. I really do. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this paint. So that's the splatters on here is the green paint as well as some white gesso. So that's so the background is done. We're good to go. No drying, nothing like that to do. So I'm going to let's see. What can I put aside? Put all that aside. Okay. And let's see, for the chipboard, I've got these lovely chipboard pieces that a friend sent to me. They're from Scrap and Ink. And what I did with these is I took them as they were, and I just put some of the metallic Art Alchemy, Art Alchemy wax. This one is the Indian pink. Hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. We've been trying to work on like the camera and the focusing and stuff, but here's what the product actually looks like. So doesn't that look just delicious? Yes, it smells good too. This should not smell good, but it really smells good. It smells like some perfume or something. It's so crazy. So crazy. If you guys have any questions or anything, please just shout out, let me know. I am always here for answering some questions. But those are the pieces that I decided to color. So there's those. And for the molds here, I've got the molds. I did the same thing to the molds. I painted them first with white gesso, and then I just used the wax to distress the top layers of them, as you see there.
I guess Shannon's going to be part of the target party. She just chimed in. Hey, girl.
Hey, Miss Shannon. Did you bring some cookies and milk, girl? Did you bring them? Because Caden's not here tonight. I have a new commentator tonight because he's over at Nana and Papa's. Got my husband here with me tonight. I'm blessed that he's here to help me out with the stream tonight. Yay! So that's what I did with those pieces there. But yeah, let me know if you brought cookies and everything, just in case, Nicole might, Nellie, who knows, Miss Tiffany. But this is the Prima mold that I used for these. As you can see, they are kind of like pieces from the mold. These molds are very intricate. So when I used the clay, when I pulled, well, obviously not this one, but when I pulled them out, this one, as you can see, it kind of broke because of how thin this is. It's my own fault. It's no one's fault but my own. I was probably just being a little hasty, but that's where the molds come from is this Prima marketing mold. So just putting that out there, letting you guys know where they came from. That's the mold. Okay, let's see here. And then I got some flowers. I've kind of gone through everything so far. So I'm going to go ahead and start attaching everything and get it going. How's everybody doing tonight on a Wednesday night? Everybody doing okay? I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac as usual. I'm going to use some of that to adhese my molds. The mold is going to be the first thing that goes down. I did want to ask one question. I wanted to know if you guys think that I should, or if I should distress the edges with this color box green pigment. I wasn't sure if it would be too much or not. I was thinking maybe I should just keep it pink, but I thought I'd ask just in case, just to tie some more green in, but I'm not sure. The more I think about it, I almost feel like, maybe I shouldn't. But just let me know in the comments if you think I should. That actually should probably be the first step I do if that is the case, if you think I should go ahead and distress the edges. It's going to be easier to distress the edges now than it's going to be once all the everything is laid down. So just let me know.
Shannon believes it might look a little Christmassy. By the way, she said she brought cheese and wine, and when it comes with the molds, she can never get that with paper clay. It always breaks.
Yes, and that's what these are. Every single one of these are paper clay. Thank you for bringing that up, Shannon. That's a great point. Paper clay. I bought one like package of it from My Rusty Crown, and I don't care for it. I really don't. I've heard some artists say they love the paper clay. I don't care for it. I really don't. It's too soft. I think it's better for those big, bulkier molds, if you will, if I'm kind of explaining that right. But these real intricate molds like these, they're just paper clay is not good, and also it curls. If that makes sense, the mold when it dries, it'll curl dry, if that makes sense, instead of it being flat. As you can see, this one, you see how it's curved just a little bit there. That's what happens with paper clay, and I really don't like that. I'm not. That's not what I want it to do. So when these first came out, I had to actually keep like making them flat on my cabinet in order for them not to curl so much. So yes, I agree with you. I really don't like paper clay. I prefer the heavier clay. I really do. The heavy, and I used some what do you call that stuff? Acrylic. What's that stuff that you and Caden used to do, babe? The resin.
That's actually what Shannon said. Is it's easy. It's okay for easy molds. The harder ones, you got to use resin.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. I think the resin is much better. I really enjoyed using the resin when I made the star molds and stuff. I posted a picture of them. I was at first, when I first did it, it kind of got a little messy. I was a little frustrated with it. But once I cleaned it all up and they came out dry, I was super impressed with it. So I was like, man, I think I'm going to do acrylic every time now, because it's so much cleaner. It's just so much cleaner. All right. I agree with you about the Christmas thing. I don't think it's going to be, I don't think I'm going to I'm not going to use the green. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with it as it is now and just keep it with the pink edges. That's what I'm going to do. But it is kind of important how I place my mold, because this piece has to be placed properly itself. So, because it's going to go around the corner of this. It's going to go yeah. So this one goes here, and it's going to go right about there. And then this piece is supposed to, let's see, which one was it? Was it this one like this? Okay, it might have been this one like this. That's probably what it is. Yeah, because it's supposed to fit right on there, kind of like that. So, and then like I said, I do have a couple of different molds tonight, because I have 3 tags, so different molds. And this one's supposed to go on the opposite side of the other one. So that one's going to go right about there, like that. That one might need to go up a little bit more, I think, for the chipboard piece there. That's the one cool thing about the Fabri-Tac, is you can move it for a few minutes before it really adheses itself, and I like that about this stuff. I really do. So I'm going to move that up just a little bit more, because I think this piece needs to go. Yep, just like that. That's exactly how I wanted them to be. And a lot of it is for coverage. So there's more coverage on the actual tag, so it's not, so there isn't a lot of empty space. That's what I wanted to say. I don't want a lot of empty space. So try to make it good and full, good and full. So this one's going to go right about there. This one's a little bit different, obviously, because it's got a different mold and it has a different chipboard piece from Scrap and Ink. And that's supposed to go kind of like that. I really didn't want it like hanging off the tag. I think I said this last week, and maybe the week, whenever I use the Scrap and Ink chipboard, it's very fragile. So I don't want it hanging off of any of the pieces, because it will break off. It will break. The chipboard's very, very fragile. Yeah, so just FYI on that. I'm not trying to say anything bad, against their chipboard pieces or anything. I'm just letting you, the viewers, know that it is a very very fragile chipboard.
Question: how long can you leave the Fabri-Tac on the mold before placing it and it's starting to dry?
It actually does not take that long. I've done that before. I've actually put some Fabri-Tac on the back of a mold, and it was dry and kind of tacky within, I'd say, about 10-15 minutes. So just FYI on that, it will dry up pretty quick, and you won't be able to move it.
You can move it freely for about a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can move it freely for about 10 minutes, and then it's done. Then it's where it is, and that's where it's going to stay. So unless you tear your whole piece up, which I've never done. So I've never done that. That's a good question. Good question, guys.
That came from Ryan.
Oh, cool. Yep. I do enjoy the Fabri-Tac. It's clear, so if there isn't any like residue left over. I've actually asked some of my crafty friends if they knew what I was talking about, and they're like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." It's like, well, after you paint your surface and you use tacky glue for that, if you move the piece around and there's some tacky glue like on the piece, it will actually change the color of your paint, if that makes any sense. I would probably just maybe have to show you guys one day what exactly I mean, because a lot of my crafty friends are like, what do you mean by that? Like I'm not, yeah, it's a trial and error thing. It's something I learned that I had to, when I put my tacky glue down, I have to make sure it's not going to move, or it will ruin my paint.
DDN wanted to know where Caden was tonight, and I told her, she's a grandparent. She said, okay, let him know he was missed. I was like, damn, I'm already like, replace this guy. He's not talkative enough.
Aww. Well, yep, he did replace him tonight. I'm very grateful that he is here with me and helping me out. Thank you very much, babe. But I will make sure to let Caden know. He will really appreciate that, guys. He will really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee. Are you doing okay tonight, Miss Dee Dee? You doing good? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I'm just going to put this piece right down, right there. Yeah, there we go. See? And you don't have to glue the whole back of your chipboard as you saw me do. There's really no need for that. You don't need to put glue on all of it. I think it kind of makes the piece come to life a little bit more when it's not all like permanently glued down. Did Happy say something?
No. Shannon wants me to do the yas.
The yas. Aha!
Yas, queen, yas.
How did you guys like that? Definitely different. I can hear Caden say it. Oh my gosh. Now, that's what I'm laughing about. I'm laughing because I can hear Caden say it in my head. Was that up to par? Was that up to par, guys? Be nice. Be nice.
I got a couple of crying, smiling faces, some happy faces.
Oh, that's so cute. That is one of our things. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes. See, I don't even do it as well. Caden he's got that.
DD's tired from the grandbaby. He's only about 2 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah, I remember you coming in on one live before. You're taking. Isn't it? Aren't there like 6? Or am I speaking? Aren't there like 6 of them? There's quite a few of them, aren't there? I could totally be wrong here. I was thinking there were several of them at least. These are going to be my background flowers to kind of go with the chipboard I have here. And these white, I think you can see the white flowers here in the screen, but these are the little white flowers that I'm using tonight. These flowers are the Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. So nothing too terribly fancy, just some white flowers.
He has 3 grandkids.
3. Oh God, my bad. I thought it was like
trying to double it up.
I'm trying to double you up, girl. Like 3 isn't enough to take care of, right?
Oh, she used to babysit 7.
Okay, that's probably what I'm thinking of then. I thought I remember you one time coming on a live, and I think you said you had to leave early because then you had to be up or something. I'm pretty sure. I could swear it was you. I could swear it was. But smack me if I'm wrong. Just be like, shut up, Jess. You're mixing me up. I could swear. I'd almost bet. I'd almost put money on it. That's how like confident I am. Right?
Shannon, thank you very much for the compliment on the videography. I set up a couple of different things I'm working on for her. I have been zooming in and stuff. She doesn't know what I'm doing, so.
No, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. But he said he's going to teach Caden to do some of the same things. We're trying to get not I'm not going to say like professional, but we're just tweaking. We're trying to figure some things out, and trying to make it a little bit more. I'm not saying not user friendly, but I don't know. I'm not sure what the right word. Yeah, interactive. That's a good word. Thanks, babe.
Less static.
Less static. That's it. See, he's got the right words. He's got them. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, let's see. Now I want to put this flower here. I want to put it, you know what? I'm going to put the bigger flower. No, I shouldn't. I'm going to put it there. Because I don't want to cover up, all the chipboard or anything. I just want to fill in some of the space. Actually, I'm going to put it right there. That's exactly where that guy is going to go. And then what I'll do to hold this guy down is I'll use one of the larger flowers here to kind of hold him down. So that's how I'm going to do that, guys. So I'm going to cover up this stem, and I also have a leaf that I thought about putting on each piece. But then again, see, now that I'm playing with it, I think it might be too big. I think it might be too much. It's going to cover up a lot. Yeah, I probably won't use a leaf then. So... but yeah, that's what I'm going to do with these guys here. I'm going to put them, yep. Okay. So in order to keep him down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on his stem, her, whatever, on the stem here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on the flower that's not going to be shown. So I'm just going to put it right there. So that way it stays down, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope I'm not, confusing anyone with what I'm doing here. And there was one week where I had a 2.5 hour live, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is like way too long. So I'm really trying to make sure that the lives aren't that extensive. I mean, people, that's a lot of time to be sitting here watching somebody do something. So I really was trying to minimize the time with the lives. And I appreciate you guys coming in and talking and everything with me. I really do. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. The Panda family, everybody. Thank you for coming back. I guess you really did enjoy last week, huh, guys? Thanks. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
I may have threatened them.
Oh,
I didn't.
Oh no, now I really know what happened. But no, really, I appreciate you guys, whether he threatened you or not. I appreciate you guys coming in. That means a lot. Your time and everything. Seriously. I'm not trying to be, I'm a little cheesy. I ain't gonna lie. I am a little cheesy. But I want you guys to know how much it means to me, your time and being here with me. Thank you so much. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, just a little piece at a time, just a little. Now these flowers I did alter. I wanted to show you guys the original size of these flowers. This is the original size of the large flowers I'm using. So as you can see, I tore the flower apart a bit to make it smaller to fit the smaller surface. So just FYI on that, they're not bought that small. They're bought much larger, almost not quite twice the size, but close to. So just FYI on that.
I got something from Miss Shannon. I just made it.
He's so fancy. He's so fancy. So fancy. So this one I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do that one right over there, kind of like that, so you can still see some of the chipboard there. So that's what I'm going to do with this little bugger. This little bugger. So then I'm going to put glue right here on this side so it sets and it doesn't move or fall off later. I've made a lot of crafts that have fallen apart in the past, so that's why I'm very that's why I'm very particular about making sure my pieces are going to stay and that they're not going to fall apart later. because as we all know, we give these to people or we hold on to them for months or a year or something, and then they start to deteriorate after time. The glue comes off, and I don't want that. So I try to make my pieces completely permanent where nothing's going to fall off. What were you laughing about?
You want to see? I'll do it again.
Yes.
That's Queen.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. So far, so good, right? Everybody like what's going on? Let's see. I think maybe I should do the little flower there and maybe the larger flower up here. What do you guys think? You think that's good, kind of like that? Larger flower up here, smaller flower right over here. Something like that.
DD said you teach me that. I'll pay in cookies. DD, don't threaten me with a good time. I like me some cookies. Oreos.
Oh, that's funny.
Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
You can't do the knockoff cookies. They don't taste safe.
They don't taste right. They don't. I'll give you that, babe. I will give you that. So what's everybody think of the composition of the flowers there? Is that okay? Or do you think maybe I should put a flower somewhere else? Or let's see. I always like to be interactive and have you guys in on it too and see what you guys think.
Let me see what they think.
Let's see. Yeah, no.
I believe the conversation has turned to cookies more than
the. That's fine. Not worried. Not worried.
I'll take some Nutter Butters too.
Ooh, yeah, he likes Nutter Butters. He likes peanuts. He loves like peanut butter and anything like that. So
everyone's good with new flower patients, just how they work.
Okay, perfect. Then I will start gluing those little guys down. I got a lot of the work done for you, so there's not a lot of prep work or anything. Like I said, I felt really bad on that one live, so I was like, oh my goodness, I can't have that happen again. So try to make sure I keep it to a minimum. Originally, when I first started doing lives, I figured I would only do, about an hour or so. But then it didn't happen that way. It ended up being like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I was like, well, if I get more work done prior, then maybe it won't be, so long. So I've really tried to, make it quicker for you guys, because I know you guys have things to do. You have, you have a life. You don't need to be here all night long with me. We all got things to do, places to be, loved ones to spend some time with too at night. So I'm going to put that little guy there.
Especially when there's no kids.
Yeah, we haven't had any kids since Thursday or Saturday. I thought we brought him home on Thursday. And then we took him back on Saturday. Yeah, that's what we did. We took I put glue on my small flower first. I need to put glue on my big flower first. And then I put my little flower there. I just don't want to misplace them. So there's my big flower. There's the larger white one. And then here's the smaller white one. Here we go. There they are. And just kind of squeeze them in together just a little bit and hold it there for about 10 seconds. And they'll pretty much be set where they are. See, as you can see, they didn't move a whole lot. So I'm going to do the same with this one over here too, just to kind of keep them in. Yep, looks good. Looks good.
So don't be surprised if you get happy mail.
Aw, Dee Dee, stop it right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. I am going to be, I did say it in last week's live, but I am in the process of moving. We were supposed to move July 1st. Then we were supposed to move like July 15th. Now it's more like the 17th, but I have a feeling it's going to be more like the 22nd, 23rd that we're actually going to be able to move in. My mom and her husband are having to move back to California to help with her husband's dad. He's 85 years old. So, they're going back there to, help with him. And they're moving, but they own a house here in Florida. Well, they still have a mortgage on it, but they asked us if we would like to move in there instead of them renting it out to somebody they didn't know. So we're like, well, yeah, that'd be great. You know, it would help us save a little money too. So we decided to do that. But we are supposed to be moving. I'm don't have a definite date for sure even yet, but tonight is actually going to be my last live for a little bit. I'm not sure how long, because I got to get everything set up in the new house and all that. My father-in-law is, my stepdad is actually making a room for me. He's putting up walls and all kinds of stuff for me. So that's in the process of being created too. So I'm really not, but I do have a lot of, I'll still be sharing art and stuff, but I won't be doing any lives for a little bit. So tonight is officially my last live for a little bit.
Are you going to be closer to TPA, Tampa?
Tampa?
Is that where Dee Dee lives?
Do you live in Tampa?
Just says TPA. And Darlene Desario says hello.
Hey, Darlene, welcome. Thanks for coming in, hon. Thank you.
I was about to ask you a question that Ryan asked, but Shannon actually answered. It was tacky glue versus hot glue. Shannon said hot glue often does not hold well over time and embellishments can fall off.
Yes.
Dee Dee says Tampa, not closer, more toward, we're going to be more towards Sanford.
Yeah, but we're going to be about like 15 minutes outside of Sanford. So we're actually moving further north. We're near the space shuttle right now, Titusville. That's where we are now. So Tampa, I'm so dyslexic. Tampa's south or north?
Tampa's on the other side. Like if you're going towards Orlando,
okay,
just keep going and you'll hit Tampa. We're catty corner from it.
So okay.
It's southwest of us.
Southwest. So I guess we're moving a little bit further away then. So that would answer that question. So now I'm just playing with the placement of these art pebbles from Finnabair. They're really cool little pebbles. They actually, the neat thing about these is they will take on some of the color of your piece. So yeah, as you can see, these are they're a little pink, kind of orangey, but you'll see that they'll pick up on this pink and kind of be a little more pink. These things are really kind of neat. They're really, really pretty awesome.
The camera doesn't do it justice because the camera's still showing them as orangey. Take it from me though, in person they are pinker.
Yeah, they are more pink.
The top right one right now the top looks blue and the bottom looks orange.
Weird. That's probably, I don't know if it's catching the light or what it is.
Catching surrounding colors.
It might be. It might be catching some of the stuff that's around me. Some of that, yeah. So yeah, right now I'm just playing with the placement of those little guys. I thought about using some Nuvo Dream Drops. I don't know if it would be too much once I add the dots. So just let me know. Did you have something to say, babe?
The guy that plays with us, his name is Warcock. He's here too.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time.
Show the unicorn paste again.
The unicorn paste. Yes, the unicorn paste. Let me open it up for you guys. I'll open it so you can kind of get the full effect of it. This is the unicorn paste. I'm trying to get it towards the light. You can kind of see what it looks like there. I'll use my paintbrush to kind of stir it around. So you can kind of see. It's got like flakes of glitter and stuff in it. It's really very, very pretty. Very pretty. A very good friend of mine sent this to me. She was very, very generous. Thank you so much, my friend, for sending this to me. I really love this stuff. It's quite beautiful. So yes, that's the unicorn paste. We often joke around at the house that that I'm like a troll. I fart glitter. That's what they say. They're like, Mom, it's glitter. It's like, well, shoot, we would never be able to. There'd be glitter everywhere. I'm not saying, okay, that came out bad. I'm just going to be quiet. I think I just embarrassed myself. Don't mind me. So here, let me place this little guy. I don't know. I think maybe he can go there. What do you guys think? Let me know if the placement is kind of off or anything of that nature. So that's not too bad. And then I've got this big one here to maybe put Maybe I should put the bigger one kind of behind that flower because it is, yeah, a little bit bigger. And then maybe this guy here. Let's see. Or is that too much, guys? You think that's too much to add all those on? Maybe it's too much. It might be overdoing myself here. Overdoing it. A little too much additions, shall I say? Let me know if it is too much. I feel like it is too much. Or maybe I should just use the drops instead of the pebbles. Let me know if you think, yeah. Because the drops, I'll show you what the drops will look like. Let me get a little black piece of paper here. The drops will, I have some black scrap.
They like it.
They love it. Okay. All right.
They love it. They want some more of it.
Let's see.
This
is what the dot would look like. Hopefully you guys can see that. But that's what the dot would look like.
Bring it down a little bit, 'cause I have it on Zoom.
Instead of those. So I mean, it's still a little shimmery, and it kind of still has the pink color in it.
Doesn't really pick up the.
Doesn't really pick it up, huh? Yeah, I can't really see it as well. But yeah, that's here. Let me smear it some.
I don't know, with the black background, the camera's just not picking it up.
Okay.
A little bit. Tilts it back and forth a little bit. Yeah, it's like it's picking up on the purple around it.
Right, it is. It's kind of reflective. But yeah, that's what it would look like. Maybe I should just I'll
pebbles better.
I will go. Yep, I will go with what you guys suggested. We'll go with the pebbles. Now, is the placement of the pebbles good for you guys for your eyeballs?
Yeah, they were all happy with it.
Okay, perfect. Then that's what I'm going to do. So again, I'm just going to use some of this fancy old Fabri-Tac. I love this stuff. Very clean. And I'm just going to put a little dot on it. You don't want to overdo with your glue because then once you put it down, it's going to kind of sploosh out, but behind your thing. So just be careful with it, Don't overdo your glue. You don't need that much. So that's where this guy is going to go. Put him down right there. And then these are small. So this is a little challenging, shall I say, to be clean with. So let me get that off. That'll get the little bubble to go away. I'm just going to literally just tap it. Just tap it with a little bit of glue so it doesn't sploosh out too much. My verbiage is so weird, right? But there we go. So there's that guy. There he is there. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of this one. Again with it all. There we go. So what's everybody been up to this week? You guys watching anything cool on TV or any new shows or anything? My husband and I have been binge watching. We've been rewatching The Walking. We've been periodically going back and forth between The Walking Dead and Z Nation. So that's been kind of it's been kind of fun. Since we don't have the kids, we feel like we're back in high school again because we've been staying up really late. I can't tell you the last time I stayed up ridiculously late, like crazy. The one night we stayed up till 8 o'clock in the morning or something.
So Dee Dee and Ryan
Crazy.
said no TV.
No TV. Okay.
Princess is here. Hi, Princess.
Hey.
Princess.
Thank you.
Top Gun. That's Tyr's girlfriend. I don't know if you remember the name Tyr.
I do.
Tyr. I was joking about Tyre.
Mm-hmm. I do.
The Handmaiden's Tale, Shannon says.
Handmaiden's Tale. I am not familiar, love.
Princess likes Z Nation, and Warcock says, wife has watched all seasons of Friends nonstop. Please help.
Friends. I'll be honest. I never really got into that show. Oh shoot! Did I misplace that? I did misplace that because it was supposed to go right down here, wasn't it? Well, one cool thing about this stuff is, just so you know, we all make mistakes. I don't know if I like the placement of that guy there. Kind of makes my eyeball go a little wonky. If you get the Fabri-Tac quick enough, you can wipe it right off, and no one would ever know. So just an FYI, I'm just going to take it off. No one will ever know. Now, with tacky glue, they will know. That's the bad thing. That's what I was trying to explain to you about tacky glue is once you put something down, it's I mean, it's going to change the color of it. It makes it more intense. I would really just probably have to show you guys in order to kind of explain myself. Spray some spray on a piece of paper and then show you what I mean. Cause yeah. So honestly, since I got the Fabri-Tac, I have not touched my tacky glue since. That's so bad, right? I haven't touched the tacky glue. I really like this stuff very much. This is definitely my go-to mixed media glue from now on. I won't use anything. Now it does get a little spidery. So the same technique that you would use with a hot gun is if you wanted to make dots, like I have made little hot glue dots on mixed media pieces. What you do with the glue gun is you would glue your glue down and then you would literally go like this until the string went away and then pick it up. And then it's like a perfect dot on your piece. Just FYI, putting that out there for you.
So it seems that Stranger Things, Sons of Anarchy. Why haven't we been watching Stranger Things?
I don't know, because we need to. That was one of the shows that we wanted, because we haven't watched season 3 yet. We started rewatching Stranger Things from the beginning, and we started it last week, Sunday or something.
The kids were gone.
And then we haven't gone back to it. I think maybe because we forgot about it. I started rewatching The Walking Dead when I wasn't watching TV with him. And I think that's how we got off track on Stranger Things, because I was watching Walking Dead and Baby Cakes over here is like, well, watch whatever you want, babe. And that's what I was watching. So I think that's why we got off track with Stranger Things, unfortunately. That's got to be why. Now, did I glue all those guys down? Okay, I guess I did. I thought maybe I forgot to glue that little tiny one down, but I didn't. I got him. He's good. He's good. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right, and then this little guy, I'm going to put him right here, I'm thinking. Because once I get to talking, I kind of forget where I put things. As you guys could tell when I did that. I was like, oh no, where did he go? All right, so there's those guys. Let's see. So we're like almost done with these already, right? Crazy. The last thing I was going to do, which I was going to ask you guys to see if you thought I should, is I thought about adding some of these super awesome, they're pearls, guys. I don't know why they say beads. They say micro beads on them. I think I mentioned this last week or the week before. These are not beads. As you can see, they're not beads. They are little pieces of tiny green balls of glass. That's what they are. They don't have holes in them like the tiny glass beads that I have. So, and when you look them up online, I've actually gone online to try to look these guys up and see where they're at and who has them in stock, and they don't pop up. The glass beads pop up, and these are not glass beads. These are technically, they're prills. Prills. So just FYI, if you're looking to buy them, I would type in glass prills or prills, just plain prills, and then you'll find these guys in all different kinds of colors: copper, brass, silver, black, white, green, pink, blue. They're in pretty much every color of the rainbow. So that was my question, was to ask you guys if I should tie in these green funsies into the piece. So I'm going to wait for your reply and see what you guys think, if I should or not.
Shannon said those are Finnabair.
Yep, these are Finnabair pieces. These are Finnabair. It's like I said, it says micro beads, but I've got some of her micro beads, and these are not micro beads. These are prills. I had a hard time finding them when I went to look to buy more of them. These I bought at My Rusty Crown. That's where I got these, and when I went to look them up elsewhere to get other colors, I typed in glass beads like it says here, and glass beads came up, not these. These I had to find it from other companies to find out that they're actually called prills. And it's kind of weird, right? But that's That's, yeah. It's an easier way of finding them. I'm going to put it that way. It's much easier. So just FYI. So let's see if you think we should, or if I should add these guys. I think they'd be kind of cool. I think they would kind of add to the piece. What do you guys think? Or do you think I should just X-nay and be like, meh, these are done?
Dry brush them on the flowers. Yes, it seems like people want to see them. The suggestion was dry brush them on the flowers.
Okay. Then that's what I will do. I will use some of my Funzy.
Yeah, on the flowers, that's what people are saying.
Okay, I will use some of my Funzy mixed media stuff here. As you can see, it's kind of messy in there. Looks a little messy, but don't worry, it won't be. It won't show up. Let me put it that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush here. That's how I like to use it. Just like to put a little bit of, and this is 3D matte gel, by the way. This is Finnabair Art Basics 3D matte gel. Yes, so that's what we're using to attach these. The nice thing about this stuff is you won't see it. There won't be any residue. The only time you'll have residue is if you use too much of it. And I've done that. I did that on an art piece one time. I just kind of, what I did is I scooped a whole bunch of beads, like little prills, in with this, like in a separate container. And after everything dried, I noticed it was a little foggy. Like it had a little, like, it wasn't clear. Let me put it that way. It wasn't clear. And I found that I used too much of this. So yes, you can use too much of the matte gel on things like this. So make sure it's just, make sure it's just a little bit there. I hope you guys can see that there's just a tiny bit on this brush. You really don't need much to add these guys on. You'll see a project here in the next couple of days where I used some of the copper prills from Finnabair, where there's no residue whatsoever. I learned my lesson the first time. So just putting that out there for you guys. Just a little tip, for the future. But that matte gel is awesome. So yep, I'm just going to kind of go over the flowers like you guys suggested and put the prills on. Just a little bit of gel at a time, just a little bit.
Dee Dee's going to go. Looks super good. She's super tired. Enjoy your move and see you in a couple weeks.
Alrighty, love. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for spending some time with me tonight. I know you've got to be tired, with the grandkids and everything. They will run you. I know.
Shannon said Prills is a brand.
Oh, really?
It says she has glass beads and micro beads.
Oh, maybe I just learned something. Because that was how I learned it. So maybe, yeah. So Prills, maybe I'm thinking Prills popped up and then later Finnabair's popped up or something. So Prills is a brand, huh? I didn't know that. I did not know that. I learned something new tonight. My bad, guys. Maybe I misspoke. That was just my experience and on how I found them. Because I wanted some more besides, because the first colors I bought were green and pink, because that's all that my Rusty Crown had at the time. But I really wanted some copper, some more metallic ones, and that's how I found them.
Shannon says, I think so. I could be wrong.
Oh, you're probably right. I mean, it might be. Maybe I'll have to do a little homework then and see exactly. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I did. I thought that's how I found them. Yeah. Scrapbook.com, I think, has them pretty good in stock, almost every color. My Rusty Crown tends to run out very fast because she had the black bead, the black.
Put that on the flowers or the card?
Oh, I got some on this flower. Okay, yeah. She had not just, but like a couple weeks ago, she had just gotten all these little things back in stock in all the colors, the black, I already have copper, the black, the brass. I think there was some blue or something. And I was like, oh yeah, next time I order, I'll get some. Well, nope, no such luck. She was out within days. It had to have been days that she was out. And I was like, man, that was one of the things I wanted to get. Oh well, I'll have it when I'm supposed to have it. That just means I wasn't supposed to have it yet. The universe knows what I need and what I don't need, right? That's what I tell myself, at least. That's what I tell myself. Oh, look, I'm singing again. I haven't sang the whole show tonight. Be quiet, you. Don't judge me. All right, so there we go. There's some microbead. No. She didn't call them microbead. She called them something else besides microbeads. What was the other thing she called them, babe? Glass beads. Maybe that's what these are. Maybe they're glass beads, but they say micro on them. I don't know.
Shannon's jealous of your mid-form castings.
Oh yeah. I posted those in the Rusty Crown group. I haven't posted them on any of my accounts. I saved money for those, Shannon. I will say. I put money, and I even told my husband, I was like, okay. I was like, Martina's finally getting these things in stock.
She didn't really saved money. It's more the fact she said, I'm using some of this money to buy mid-form castings.
Okay, I kind of did. I was like, babe, I'm like, she's getting these things in stock. I was like, I've been dreaming of those castings for ever since they came out. I think they've been out since what, Shannon? Like October or something of last year. I think Midform Castings like opened their doors or something. I want to say it hasn't even been a full year yet that I'm aware of. I don't think they've even been in business a full year yet. I could totally be wrong, but I don't think it's been a year. Almost. I think they're coming up on their year anniversary, but I don't think it's been a full year. And I remember when all the artists were getting them overseas and they're putting them on their projects, and I was like, I want those things. They're so pretty. And they really are like super heavy duty too. Super heavy duty. They are definitely worth. And Martina has them at a great price. I was actually really shocked at how affordable they were. I was really surprised. I'm not used to being able to, buy product like kind of in bulk, but I did buy quite a few. Actually, one of the friends in the group was like, geez, Jess, did you buy out her whole stock? And I'm like, well, it's like I have to leave some for everybody else. I can't buy them all.
You tried.
I would have wanted to, believe me. If I had the funds or a couple $100, no, that would be really selfish. I couldn't do that. I'd probably just buy some other Prima goodies. Prima Marketing is one of my favorite companies. They really have a lot of beautiful product that I enjoy working with, and it's easy to make. It's easy to make things with their product and make it beautiful. So I love their product. And I know Miss Shannon loves their product too. She's a super fan. Super. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just literally adding a little bit at a time and just a little bit of gel. I don't want these things to look foggy, because what'll happen is they'll lose the color. The green won't be there so much. It'll just look like a very dull addition to the piece. So I really don't want them to be dull like that. I want them to help the piece and and stand out and make it look good. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm just kind of putting some beads there in the middle, or in the rows there. If you see, it's kind of like coming out of the rows a little bit there. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully I'm not like ruining what you can see. That's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully you can still see everything and still see what I'm doing here. Just
no, you don't have to.
Okay, I don't have to do it so high. I'm sorry, I can't see my screen. Sorry, guys.
You don't have to do it any of that high.
Okay.
I can zoom into you.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay. I'm not used to someone so tech savvy, I guess you could say, as my husband. He's been helping me a lot, guys. I'm very, very appreciative of how much he's been helping me with my YouTube channel and getting it all snazzy. He's working hard on some logos and all those little extras that you will see, intros and exits and all kinds of fun stuff. So I thank you very much, babe, for all your help and patience and time in doing that. It's very much appreciated.
I feel like you're buttering me up for more mid-form casting.
I'm buttering him. Shh, he's not supposed to know that. Gosh. He knows me too well.
I said that.
No, I know. I'm talking to them. Not supposed to know that. He knows me too well. We've been together for 10 years now. We just passed our 10-year anniversary about a month ago. Yeah, actually a month and a day, because it is the 9th of June. So it's been a month and a day since our 1-year anniversary. Yay! Or 1 year. Dang it. 10-year anniversary. 10 years. Right?
What freaking kid is that?
Right? Who's that 9-year-old kid? Right? All right. So let's see. I think
You do the math. We've been together 10 years. I'm a 9-year-old.
Shh.
That's a 9-month gestation period.
Well, you know, guys, a doctor told me I could not have children. He told me that when I was 18 years old. He was like, Jess, you're not going to have children. Oh, Miss Ryan's here to vouch for me for that, too. Remember, Ryan? Remember when I was told that? I was thankful with my first husband. I will say I was thankful that my doctor told me that. I was like, yes, okay. And I never had any children. And nothing. And then, of course, I go with this guy, and I actually talked to my doctor, and I was like, okay, what's the difference? I'm like, I don't understand. And they're like, blood type. And I'm like, excuse me?
And there was something in my blood.
I was like, excuse me? Blood type? He was like, yes, he's the opposite of your blood type. And that's what it was. It was his blood type, pure and simple. It was the fact that he had the opposite of mine. So I'm not going to say, I don't want to give that kind of information out. It's like not necessary. But yeah, our blood types are just the exact opposite of one another. And that is how we were able to have Mr. Tanner. Mr. Tanner. That's how he exists.
I was really the doctor dressed up in disguise.
It was meant to happen. He's my miracle baby. That's what I always say. He's a miracle. I'm blessed to have him, because I never thought I'd have children. I never, because I was told at such a young age you won't. So I was like, oh, okay, no, I'm okay with that. Whatever, I didn't ever think I would, but I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. Have a little man of my own here. Little man of my own. All right, let's see. I think I need just a few bit more here on this flower. I feel like he's a little naked there compared to the other flowers. Okay. So that way when I take photos, we'll be able to see those beautiful pearls a little bit better. And as you can see, they're already starting to dry a bit. Some of them you can kind of see the green a bit. I tried not to put any on the molds or anything like that, so they would stand out. Some of these you can see pretty well. Some of it's already kind of dried. I think he's doing some magic with the YouTube thing, so I'm trying not to zoom in or bring it. I'm used to bringing everything up to you guys. So yeah, this is the first one where I've got a savvy computer guy helping me out here.
I'll just put some heart eye emojis.
Hopefully you can see that. I hope you can see it pretty well.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes. No. So yeah, those are these guys. I think they're done, unless you guys think I should or can add something else to them. I'm not sure. I think if I add too much else besides like a quote, you know me, I like to add quotes, some small quotes, and I think they'll be done. I like to be inspirational, so I do have my fancy dancy little Tim Holtz quotes here. Trying to talk too fast. So let's go through these and see if there are any quotes we like. And they've got to be small enough too, because of the piece. Obviously, there's not a ton of space on here.
Ryan asks, is the mold red or pink?
The mold is actually pink. The mold is with pink wax. I painted the mold with a white gesso first, because originally with the paper glue. Slide it down towards me. My bad. Originally, they were kind of yellowy, like not yellow, don't get me wrong, not the color yellow, but they weren't white. Like I wanted them to be white with the flowers. So I went ahead and painted the molds with white gesso, and then I added the pink, Indian pink wax. This one is by Finnabair. It's an absolutely beautiful, rich color of pink. And it's called Indian pink. So that's what's on top of the molds, and as well as the chipboard pieces that are behind there. That's where that pink is coming from. I think she missed out on the first little bit of it, so that's probably why she's asking. Okay, so we've got some smaller quotes here. I feel so lucky. Creativity takes courage, which I absolutely believe in. It does take courage. It really does. Because we can get so stuck in our heads, and then we're like, oh, that doesn't look good. And really it's all about just, going with the flow and not listening to that little devil on your shoulder over there. Just just bat him off, okay? Just get rid of him. He does not matter. Let it go. Love you. Best day ever. I'm not sure if I really like any of those because I feel like love you, that means I need to give that piece to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think that
I think they stand alone without quotes.
they do stand alone without quotes. I just, what does everyone else think? Does everyone else think I should just leave them the way they are and no quotes? Let me know what you think. Let me know. I guess I'm just so used to adding quotes. It's like my go-to, you know me. You know me. I've always pretty much added either Tim Holtz or Finnabair quotes to pretty much most all my projects. There's not very many that I don't add a quote to. So just let me know if you think maybe I should just keep them the way they are. And we can just skip this. We don't even have to, use our time messing with those if we think they're
No
good.
quotes.
No quotes?
At first Ryan said yes, and then she said no quotes. Shannon said either way. Warcock says good as they are, don't overdo it. Less is more.
I like that. That's something my husband says to me sometimes. I shared some boxes earlier today. And I took the boxes up to him like last week or something. I was like, hey, babe, do you think I should just leave the boxes kind of plain as they are? Because I'm so used to like embellishing something that I felt like, I wasn't sure if they were done or not. And he was like, I think they're done. He's like, unless he was like, what were you thinking of adding? And I'm like, I really don't know. I was just seeing if I should add something to the top or what. He's like, no, I think they're great the way they are. And he does say that to me a lot. He was like, sometimes less is more, less is better. So might just be the case for these guys as well. That's what it sounds like to me. So I'll go ahead and just put those quotes aside where they were. So I think we're done with these guys then. I think we are done. I made this live pretty quick, so that way we wouldn't, I've said it.
1 hour.
I've said it already before. But for some of the newcomers, let me go ahead and explain. I won't be doing a live again for a little bit because we are moving. We're trying to move at least. We're trying. So next week I will not be doing a live, but I will still be sharing projects and stuff. I've pre-made a lot of projects for the move, so that way I still had some things to share, and I wasn't just going silent on let me slow down and talk, going silent on social media. So I've been a busy little bee behind the scenes, finishing up a lot of projects and making sure I have stuff to still share with everyone. So, and just FYI, I'll probably make a post for social media just to kind of let people know, hey, I'm still here. I'm just not doing lives. It probably will be at least, I don't know. I don't think we're going to I really don't think we're going to be moving until like the 20 something, like 22nd, like that Monday. I think Monday is the 22nd or 23rd. Because my mom and her dad had some troubles with their truck too, so they had to shovel out quite a pretty penny to get that truck fixed for their cross country move, because they're literally moving from Florida to California, so literally from corner to corner. So they have to make sure that their vehicle is good to go.
Northern California.
In Northern California at that. They're not going to Southern California where all the all the earthquakes are. I'm still nervous for them though, because there's a lot of crazy weather going on all around the world that is really unusual for where they're at. So I'm nervous for them. I wish them the best, but we want to make sure that they have a safe trip back too.
Don't forget to mention that you video that's launching 9 a.m. Friday.
Oh yes, I will be having a tutorial type video coming out on Friday at 9 a.m. I am trying to get to where I can pre-record videos and post them instead of always doing lives. I will still do lives weekly once I'm set up at the new house, but I also want to give some viewers other videos that aren't so long. My husband's actually working with with all the videos I've already got on social media that were live, and he's kind of going through them and doing like the fast forwarding for me to where people aren't having to sit there for the whole, well, not that they do, but so they're not having to, fast forward through everything. It's just quicker. You'll be able to see the process quicker. So we are working on that. There is that. I do have a blog hop going live as well on, let's see, today is what, the 10th, on the 12th. So I guess that's Friday too, isn't it? That's Friday too. I have a blog hop and a D-Stash giveaway going on. It's a Christmas in July. I haven't advertised for it yet, but that's also going to be going live on Friday. So there will be a new blog posting with a Christmas craft that I made, and it is a D-Stash giveaway. So it's really, there's nothing really, for us mixed media artists, I'm going to put that out there. For us mixed media artists, Shannon, and there's nothing fancy. It's not necessarily our cup of tea. I started out as a paper scrapbooker, so I have a lot of paper scrapbooking stuff I'm destashing. So it's more for those. That giveaway is more for like the card people and the paper crafters. So it's nothing really 3D. It's honestly a bunch of stickers and things like that I'm getting rid of. That's why I made sure to label it D-Stash and let people know that, hey, it's not like it's a bunch of expensive product. It's mostly holiday stickers and stuff like that. So just putting that out there. And then I got a couple other things in the works. I'm very busy behind the scenes, guys. There's lots of awesome things in way coming your way, whatever. I don't know, I'm sounding cheesy right now. There's a lot of things in the works behind the scenes. I'm staying very busy as far as crafting, so I hope that you guys will join me again, and I look forward to hearing. Well, let me say, if you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. I am terrible about saying that. I really feel pushy. I don't like saying that, but if you will, please hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Once I hit 300 subscribers on YouTube, I am doing a giveaway. That giveaway is a very fancy giveaway. I'm getting rid of product that I just don't use. And it's a lot of tools, not like scissors tools, but a lot of tools. I'm just going to put it that way. I don't want to give it away what I'm going to give away, but it is fancy. Fancy products. So there is that. So once I hit 300, cool stuff. So I think we're good though, huh? I think we're good. Anybody have any questions or anything for me? Or like I said, I'll still be available on social media and I'll still be around. This is my last live for a little bit. Probably I'm going to go as far as to say 3 weeks to a month. It might not be a full month, but I don't want to say, oh, it'll only be a week or two, when in reality it probably is going to be 3 weeks to a month, because of the dates keep being pushed back, which is okay. I'd rather them be safe than anything else. So unless you guys have any questions or anything for me, I guess we'll go ahead and call this one done for tonight. And thank you so much for your support, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in and spending some time with me tonight and making these floral beauties here. I will take some up-close photographs when they're completely dry and done and share those in the next few days or so with you. But thank you so much, guys. Truly. I know I may sound redundant, but I want you guys to know how much your time means to me. Truly. Thank you very much. And I will see you.
Truly one more time.
Truly. Seriously, guys. Truly. My husband. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. Thank you for being here. Bye.